So I think the first thing is just the value that it brings, right? If you go into a checklist of the totals of everything that you have to buy to get a full bay ready to go, and for it to be impressive for your client, because that is a big deal, the value of this is insane. Again, I clarified with the team like 5 times about how much this cost and making sure that I had it down right, because it still doesn't make sense to me. Like this, I thought it was gonna be way more expensive a number than they said. So that's impressive right off the bat, because there's not a ton of margin in golf lessons, right? I can tell you right now, there's not a lot of margin in club fitting. It's pretty slim. So you gotta make sure that you're presenting your clients with a value that maybe lets you charge a little bit more, but also that wants them to come back. Regardless of what your price is, if people don't wanna come back, you're gonna lose out on the customer and their referral. So for them, the value is the biggest thing, but then also the availability of what's baked into this. So everything is there. I think you guys said there's 35 data points and potentially more coming. There's all of the customizable practice features that are also growing along as you guys build out more software for it. You can separate the worlds, right? So the club fitting side has an insane amount of data available that you can really hone in. You can pick exact data that you want to look at. Comparison is super easy, and the UI for the fitting side was really easy too, because some other very popular fitting technology, there's a couple clicks involved in what takes you guys 1 click, which again, that saves you time in the bay, which makes your client happier, which gets them into their new gear and playing golf faster. And then on the lessons side, I think it would take me days to go through all of the features that a coach can use on this to actually implement to a student. And to me, the biggest benefit there is that people learn very differently. The way that I learn and the way that I want to be taught is very different than my dad or my little sister, right? We have very different learning styles, but this kind of throws everything at you, and then it lets a coach go into it and customize it per player. And then from a business and logistics standpoint, the ability to create profiles, to have your students connected to an app, and then to potentially have your students use GOLFZON facilities that might not be yours, right? Like if they go get a lesson somewhere, they can still use the GOLFZON features and everything and look at the same data and the numbers and the tech at a different location if they go play with their buddies, or for example, or something like that, or they travel, right? Like we're here outside of DC, but I can go to the one that's closer to me at home, and I can see the same benefit of what we're getting here, and I could work with a coach that way, which in the modern landscape of golf coaches is kind of the way we're trending, where there's a lot of stuff online with like Skillist, for example, right? But if my coach is using GOLFZON and I'm using GOLFZON, we can communicate that way. So I think it's really cool that they've given you everything and they let you use it how you want to cater it, rather than forcing you to build it up via either additional charges, which are also a pain in the butt, random like subscription fees, because you can't just pay one fee and get everything. You have to do this and then this and then this. Like that gets so annoying. So just looking at it from the lens of like a business owner type standpoint, I think that having this so integrated from top to bottom, from the hardware to the software and then everything in between, it's a crazy value for them, especially again at what it costs is ridiculous.